What's up, gamers? I hope you're all doing well today. Today we're going to be diving into a game called Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Apparently there's been a series of murders, and we are going to investigate them, and I think they have something to do with the great, almighty, and powerful Cthulhu. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Make sure you clicked on this video, so that means you know how to click, so make sure you click the like button too. And drop me a comment down below. I'll make sure I read them all and reply to them all. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. All right, let's go. New game. To hunt down leads, pin evidence with X, and then ask people about it. Evidence they won't understand. To start, press the any key. Where's the any key? All right. The shadow over London. Oh, Baker Street. I've been there. All right. Let's get a feel for this.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I
Ugh.
was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Okay. Let us see what the postman brought today. Welcome to the game, WSD. Left click. Got it. Hold to inspect. Tension between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish President Ilder. Okay.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Let's inspect this. What do we got here? Visit Barnes Bookshop.
Your order from Barnes Bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop.
All right,
It's
what do
good
we got here?
service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
More letters from Werner.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many.
This is like watching a movie.
Paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Time to go dig through the rubbish. Strand is missing. Can we open the door? Okay. It's rainy today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook with C, navigate to the wardrobe tab, and put on a hat. We need a hat. Ah, yes. The typical Sherlock Holmes Monopoly hat. rainy today. I already read that. All right. Got to make sure you wear a hat when we're
The
outside.
dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
All right, looking in the dustbin. What are we after here? What the heck is this?
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
Okay.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The
Oh,
paper was indeed
I already
dirtied,
looked at that.
but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
Am I supposed to find something else in here?
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The
Okay,
paper was indeed
all right.
dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
What on earth?
A cactus spine.
Oh,
If it gets
okay.
in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See, Watson?
Why is
The
there a
conspiracy
cactus
is
spine?
real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Ah, the Strand.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Any breaking news today?
The dog accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes, yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Let's see here. What did you do with the paper? Tell me about the man at the doorstep. Where was he headed?
did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not 'cause I was scared, 'cause I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise, and all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. Which way did he
I
go?
feel like I really have
Not
to pay
sure.
attention to
I was
this.
distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
Gotta make sure I remember that I'm playing a Sherlock Holmes game so I can't miss anything. You got a new question in your Mind
Get the
Palace.
Strand.
Open
Get
the
your
case
copy
book
of the Strand
with
here.
C and navigate to the Mind Palace. Okay. Who ruined the Strand? What the heck is this? I wonder if that's like progress or something. Cactus spine, potentially poisoned. The Strand is missing. Book from Barnes. He did deliver that book today, so I wonder if he has something to do with it. Let's see here. Alright, this is just all my outfits. Oh yeah, we definitely need to be rocking that sucker right there. We need to be rocking that sucker, or maybe this. That actually looks more legit. I like it. Harry Potter glasses? Go ahead and just check all these off. Oh man, we can get some chops. Look at that whole Abe Lincoln beard. My dear Watson. There we go. That looks official. I don't know. I kind of like that. Kind of like that more. Oh, that was Watson's clothes that I could adjust there. Oh yeah, we looking very Abe
Get the
Lincoln-y.
Strand. Get you.
All right, so I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Read. Barnes' business card, which includes the address of his store just around the corner. Okay. Interesting. Barnes, the local bookseller. What the heck did I just do? The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel. Yes, the cactus pine for assassination. A loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Yes. Okay.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Alright, where be the bookshop? You following me, Watson? My dear Watson, what's with the Japanese flag here? It's interesting. Let's see here. Pin evidence. Barnes bookseller. Okay, drugstore, drugs, pianos, and organs.
May
Excuse
I
me,
ask
sir.
for your assistance?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, wait, dead end. Maybe it's the other way. Surely it's not that way. Barnes bookseller. Oh, did I find it? Oliver's Barbershop. Ah, there it is. Barnes Bookshop. Okay. Excuse me, sir. No? Okay. We'll just go in the front door then. Alright, where's the guy that tried to kill me? That's Watson. Hello, sir. Bags under eyes, the effects of overwork. Dirty fingers. Newspaper ink, perhaps. Anything else here? Let's see. Oh. There we go. Leans heavily on his right leg. All right, don't mind me down here looking at your feet and things. High heels, wants to look taller. All right, Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes. The long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. Okay, sure.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh,
Uh-oh.
for goodness sake.
Why did he run?
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please?
Uh-oh.
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we
Is he
research
moving a bunch
in
of stuff in front of the door?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things.
Deep in the
Well, help
weeds.
yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor.
Hello, doggy.
There's a dog now. Who's a good boy?
All right, press Z to highlight interactive areas in the environment around you. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. This
The
be a
is
ladder.
broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
The ladder is broken. Investigate we shall.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Stack of books. Exotic plant catalog. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Okay. Cactus. Plants. Maybe. Oh.
Basics of cryptoanalysis. Cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Cryptology. Let's see here. What else is around?
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Hmm.
The finest view London has to offer.
Maybe we go talk to her over there, maybe. See if she's seen anything. Anything else to mess with around here? We got that. Maybe I'll knock on the door one more time.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Okay. Think that I've got everything I need here. Let's go speak with the lady across the street.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall. I should have worn something warmer.
Okay.
People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door.
Alright, that's not what I expected. What's this on the floor here? Nothing? Alright, what am I supposed to do now? What is it to open up the... See, here we go. Alright, dead flowers on display. There's a bouquet of dead flowers in a window of Barnes' shop. It is placed on an improvised stand made of a pile of books. It seems that Mr. Barnes wants to make sure that his flowers are clearly visible. Mycroft's agents use similar signals to communicate with each other. Oh, wow. There are several books about the cryptology on Barnes' counter. The books are worn and not for sale. He has frequently consulted them and left annotations. Catalog of exotic plants. Relatively new step ladder in the corner. Barnes shop has freshly broken steps. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Mr. Watson. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's piece some things together. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Exotic plant catalog. Yes. Cactus spine potentially poisoned. Character portrait Mr. Barnes. Yes, sure. I still don't really know 100% what I'm doing here. Okay. Looks like I'm piecing together evidence here is pretty much what's going on. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Books for Barnes, Barnes broken ladder. Observations. Dead flowers on display, maybe? No? Okay, so this one. And I don't understand what the broken ladder has to do with anything. Dead flowers on display must be something. I don't have another green option now. Interesting. It's like I'm missing a piece of evidence or something. Maybe I go back in there and check and see. Am I missing some evidence?
Lance has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Anything behind the counter? I don't see anything else in here.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Anything more macabre? Why is there bones?
So, Lance has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Okay. Interesting. Nothing else for me to look at, I guess. See here, who else is out here? Who's this guy?
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Okay. Useless.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Wow, nobody's very helpful. All these guys are rude, man.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay, fine. Let's see here. So, I'm here. That's where I live. Stenwick's Manor. Why do I have that on here? Dead flowers. Nope. That's not what I need. Unpin. Cactus spine, me? I don't know. What's this? Like a back door or something? What are you doing
Excuse
back
me,
here?
just one question.
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Okay. Literally hear the sound of him peeing on the wall. That's crazy. Alright, nobody wants to help me.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I didn't even get to didn't even get a chance to ask you. Hello, sir.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
May
Okay.
I ask you something?
Oops, I didn't mean to click
I
him
don't
again.
think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Let's see if Watson has anything to say. What are we supposed to do?
Looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think. I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket. Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Answers usually lie in plain sight. Edgar Allan Poe. Ah. I found
Encouraging
something.
people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
Cactus. Okay.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Does seem that way.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
I feel like I really need to look at this again, huh?
Familiar spine. That's what I found in my dustbin.
Ooh,
The pot is
cracked.
damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Jinkies. I knew it had something to do with the flower shop.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Uh-oh. What you got? Buttons. Luxury fabric. Unusual for work attire. Morning brooch. Honoring deceased husband. Distant look. Avoids eye contact or distracted. It's on your lips. Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment. Clean boots. Change shoes upon arrival. Miss Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search for something. Cherishes the memory of her departed husband. She is trying to move on, as suggested by her. Okay. Noted.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Provide evidence.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Wait, provide evidence for what? Dead flowers, maybe?
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I'd follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Okay. She knows nothing about the dead flowers, but hopes the bouquet's for her. All right, ask her about the cactus spine.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Okay.
I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Do I just
I'm
ask her
afraid
about
I
everything?
can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
5 evidence is updated. Okay. Alright, now what? There's a doggo. Hello, doggo.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Lily. The flower girl's dog. Maybe we go back in? Doesn't seem anything's different. Maybe I'll try and talk to him again through the door. No? Alrighty. Let's see if I got my brain piece updated. Alright. Okay. What about the blue one? Cactus in a cracked pot. There we go. Mr. Barnes is in love with Miss Fleming. Okay, displays the bouquet in the window because he likes her. Blasey blah blah. Alright, next. Okay. We're getting somewhere here.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Okay. Let me unpin this thing. Is it this one I have pinned? Unpin? Okay. Now we can
Mr.
talk
Barnes,
to him.
I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I have neither the experience nor the interest in navigating the finer sex and their peculiarities. Do what you will.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Saltpeter explosion, Rock Docks. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on the board at the time. Eyewitness reporting saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of
Come,
what transpired.
Dr. Watson.
All right,
Let
to
us
the
put
docks.
this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes.
To the docks
I hope
we
you get
go.
good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes.
My dear Watson.
That's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
This is definitely not my normal type of content, but I'm kind of enjoying it. It's almost like watching a movie, man. If you don't have some popcorn checking this out, what are you really doing?
Further now.
All right, is this the mansion here? Oh, it's talking to the popo.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my
Holy
altercation with
Mr.
Inspector
Scrooge.
Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Describe
about
Kimaliaha.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
I think it's really weird that it wants me to ask questions when it makes me ask
Did
every
Kimahia
question.
make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
I take it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Okay, let's go around back, I guess. Casual jog. Anything over here? Nothing really. to a shack in the back. Kamalea lives in a shack in the back. Alright, what do we got here? What's this? Footprints.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Okay. Some
Chewing
dirt and blood.
tobacco.
Oh. Chewing tobacco. Okay. What am I supposed to do with the green starry thing? I don't see the last clue. Where is it? I don't see the last clue. Weird. Weird. Don't understand that thing. Alright, I've already got that.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Got the chewing tobacco. Man, that sucks. I really don't see the next clue here.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Do you see anything, Watson? Really weird. One more look here, I guess. Okay, that and that. Then there's this. I don't know what that is. I feel like I need a spyglass or something. Alright, let's go this way. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press Q to observe the object more clearly. Okay. Knee print? Hiding?
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Okay. What we got here?
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Okay.
A small Navy spyglass.
Just a random spyglass. Oh, what's in here?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Oh. Seems like a scuffle.
No air coming through it. No air coming through it. Mutton
Okay.
chops. The remains of a meal.
Mutton chops.
The ashes are long since cold.
What in the heck?
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Oh. Oh, pipe.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Window.
Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Alright, I think I got everything out of here. Check on that water spirit thing. Maybe, maybe not.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Interesting. Lock with an unusual keyhole. Uh-oh. What's this here?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Uh-oh. I think this is an inside job. Seems that way. Nope, not gonna let me in. Alright, let's go see what this guy has to say now. Wait, this is a different dude. No, it's the same guy. Alright, so back door to has an unusual lock.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do.
Uh-oh.
Examine the garden.
Uh-oh.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Uh-oh.
Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this?
Well, that was the garden. Oh, here's the footprints.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Interesting, because that was definitely a shoe print.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Okay.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you think Kimahir had an accomplice in his escape?
Let's do this thing. Okay. Chewing tobacco is interesting. And the spyglass as well. Holy smokes. Wow, I didn't get any of them right. Clues in the garden. Clothes in the Strand? What the heck does the strand have to do with anything? Cloth in the chimney. Apparently I'm missing a clue again. I don't understand how the green and the blue one are attached. I acquired some new clothing, apparently. Interesting. What happens if we go this way? Abraham Lincoln style. Nothing over here, right? Nothing. Okay, I guess let me go check and see if I missed something. Seems there's but a clue missing. Ah. Okay. So... next. What the heck did I just do? Oh, snap. What the heck? Oh, that's cool. Alright, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to get from that, but that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go in here and do the same thing. See if I can break down what's happening in here. Yep, there was a scuffle. Okay. What happened here? Okay, he was eating opium or whatever the heck it was. Then what? Where did he go from here? Oh. Wait, what the heck?
Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Alright, so this mystery person. This mystery person plugged the hole. Oh, I didn't mean to do that again.
A Taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Interesting. Don't entirely understand this thing. It's a Q thing. Wonder if there's a way to get to the outside of the wall over there. I don't see any more green dots popping up nowhere.
Why are you still here?
I have no idea. Humbug. What do you think, Watson?
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please try to remain courteous.
The investigation goes on. Can I go down this back alleyway, perhaps? Nope, I sure cannot. Well, what on earth am I supposed to do then? Not sure what the eyeballs mean. Or the green. So let me double check this just to see. Spyglass? No. Clothes made of Hassan, the Strand. Clues in the garden. A lock with an unusual keyhole, footprints in the garden. Huh. Weird. Search a location, ask the people around you, pin the evidence, use concentration. Okay. Search a location. Okay, that helps me out a little bit. Search a location. Alright, so the eyeball. I got an eyeball and then I have a star. Where was that at? Okay, so the eyeball is use concentration. And the star is search a location. Okay. There were some interesting clues in Captain's Garden. Behind the statues, someone had been chewing tobacco while hiding for some time with a size 11 boot. Do you know anything? Nothing? What size are your boots, sir? Alright, let's go take another peek. Okay, I'm not 100%. I mean, this is cool and all, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. Next. Okay, were they sharing tobacco or something behind the thing? Okay, and there's the spyglass. Already got all this figured out. I don't really understand the concentration mode. Here we go. Alright, a wavy green circle indicates a point of interest and hints that you should concentrate. While using concentration, wait for Sherlock to notice details about the object or even deduce what may be missing. In the casebook, this icon is a piece of evidence indicating that you need to use concentration. Concentration is often paired with pinning evidence required. See if there's such an icon beside the concentration icon in the casebook. Yes. Pin evidence. Oh, what's this? Okay. Got it. Missing keys. Noted. Okay. Maybe that's enough.
Make head, not tail of it.
Maybe that's enough to, ooh.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head, not tail
Parallel
of it.
track wheels.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh.
Seems like a wheelbarrow of some type. Okay.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Okay. Fresh parallel track in the garden, but what could have left them? In the evidence. Okay, why is it not, moldy broken, not recently used. Okay. Anything else I'm missing here? Broken old cart in the garden, but it's unlikely to have been used recently.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Yes. It appears that way. Ah, look at this. What do we got here? Parallel tracks often used. Grass doesn't grow near here. Pile of fallen logs.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Okay. Alrighty then. Now let's go talk to the guy. Assuming I don't have, I don't have another thing there yet. Alright, let's go. See if we can find what we're looking for here.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it. This dreary rain is making a miserable day.
Okay. That doesn't work. There's nothing in the blue thing to connect to that.
Even worse.
What the heck, man? I don't know what to do now. Maybe I can grab the key. all the evidence up top. F to validate. There we go. Interesting. Okay, that was this. Assuming I gotta make these red things. Okay, there's that one. And then that one. What do I have to do? I have to put the scenes in the correct spot or something? Okay. So that happened. Validate this. Hold on. Next. Oh God. That one seems to be right. Okay, which one is still not accurate? Is it the one over here? The guy in the window?
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Okay. Does make total sense. Let's go see what the old Stinwick has to say about it here. Sorry it took me 10 years to investigate.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know. Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy.
Claptrap.
And go and fetch my servant.
Truly, there is no better evidence of
What
a
did you
man's
call me?
nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
The art of brevity. All right, we're gonna pause right here, and if you want to see some more, let me know in the comments, and I'll continue onward. This is pretty interesting so far, though. I kind of enjoy just doing this. So make sure you like, comment if you want to see episode 2, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.